that any heretic is a non-Catholic and outside the Church. This means that you don't have the authority to distinguish between the true Church and the countless heretical sects in the world. It means that you don't have the authority to distinguish between the true Church and a faceless blob of baptized heretics. Therefore, those who assert that antipope John Paul II is the Pope, after seeing the facts that we have presented, are in communion with a non-Catholic sect, the non-Catholic Church of antipope John Paul II. They are sharing faith with a non-Catholic heretic, antipope John Paul II. They are asserting that a manifest heretic, antipope John Paul II, is a member of the Catholic Church, which is a denial of Catholic dogma. They are asserting that Catholics have no authority to distinguish the true Church of Christ from a heretical sect, or the members of the true Church of Christ from the members of heretical sects. And they are asserting that a true Pope can authoritatively promulgate false doctrines. The truth, on the other hand, is that antipope John Paul II is not a true successor of Peter, but rather he is another one of the more than 40 antipopes with which the Church has had to deal with in her long history. The truth is that none of the four men who foisted upon the world this new Vatican II religion were true successors of Peter, but anti-pope revolutionaries who tried to impose a new faith, a new Mass, and a new gospel. The truth is that God has allowed a counterfeit Catholic Church to be set up in the times of the Great Apostasy in which we are living. This counterfeit church attempts to eclipse the true Church of Christ, which God allows as a punishment for sin in the greatest tribulation that the world has ever seen. The truth is that when there is a true Pope, he is the center of unity in the Church. However, it is also true that the Church can be without a true Pope for a long period of time. This period of time when the chair of Peter is vacant occurs every time a Pope dies, and has lasted for as long as 3.5 years in Church history. This period of time when the Church is without a Pope is called a Papal interregnum, which according to theologians such as the 19th century Father Edmund O'Reilly, could easily last longer than 35 years. Thus, there is nothing incompatible with the promises of Christ to his Church for him to leave the Church without a Pope for decades through the worst part of the Great Apostasy. In fact, it is in not